Hello, hello. Welcome to Wilder Moments Tarot. My name is Jade E. Wilder, and I'm going to be reading your tarot cards today. So, before I get started, before this reading, I pulled a couple of cards just to kind of tap into the energy. I had the Justice card come out, and it was very, very intense. My left hand felt very hot to the touch. Justice was strong. It gave me the message that perhaps something happened in the past. Oh, and to clarify, it was past, present, future. So the past was Justice, the present was the Three of Pentacles, and the future was the Queen of Pentacles. And what I got from that was, in the past, something disagreeable happened, something intense, and my left arm is starting to get hot. Something unjust, something unfavorable happened, and even though it was unfavorable, the way that the witch in the card looked, she was glowing. And so that told me that the collective grew stronger from what happened here. The collective grew stronger from what happened here and became like light worker type energy. It's my cat Philly, so I'm thinking that's the confirmation. Like almost angelic. Like because of this, whatever happened, it transformed you, and you became angelic because of it. So take that as it resonates. And then with the Three of Pentacles, there were these two candles that I just couldn't stop looking at on the card, and I kept getting, the beacons are lit. The beacons are lit, like from The Lord of the Rings. And usually with the beacons are lit, that was a signal to that they need help. Gondor is in need of aid. And I just got a chill. Like someone needs help, something, some group, some project. I got a heavy sense of needing to work together. So take that as it resonates. And then in the future was the Queen of Pentacles, moving on to abundance and prosperity. So we'll see what comes out in the cards, and if it melds with that same reading. I'm thinking it will, because it's just felt really intense. I felt like my guides were really telling me to get focused. Like I did a little exercise before this, and just really get focused. That's what I kept hearing. So we'll see what happens here. All right. So spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion. What does the collective need to know today? What is in their conscious, subconscious mind, and overall energy? And what is your advice? And how can we serve them for the highest good of all? Right. All right. I have the guidebook off to the side with me today because I was also kind of getting the message that maybe something needs to be said from there today. Okay. All right. So it's interesting already with these readings. So the Strength card and the Six of Swords has come out in the past, and it's here again. Except this time, strength is in your conscious mind. Oh no, I have a candle lit and my cat. Ah! Come on. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I have my candle. It's titled Peace. It's the name of the candle. And there was a disturbance. So take that for what you will. In your conscious mind. So what's front and center is the need to gather the strength. Need to gather strength. And I'm just going to sit with this for a second here, because I feel like my third eye is just really open right now. So in your subconscious, we have the Six of Swords, which also came out in a previous reading. There's change happening, moving on, going somewhere new, starting a new beginning, traveling somewhere maybe, physically moving somewhere maybe, a new project, perhaps. And then in your overall energy, I have the Queen of Wands. So this is a new one for us right now. I have not pulled this yet for you guys. And I'm really drawn to the dragon. I'm really drawn to the dragon and how they're breathing out steam, like smoke. Like they're very fired up. And they're ready to take flight. They're ready to go into battle, maybe. They're ready to defend this queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands energy, and it's interesting because the Queen of Wands energy is like really magnetic. It's a person who really knows who they are and is able to radiate a very magnetic presence and captures the hearts and minds, the inspiration of others. And the thing that I find most interesting is look at her face. She's very docile was the first word that came to mind. I almost get the feeling when I'm looking at her right now, and she has this beautiful red dress on, these really cool flame shoes, everything about her. She's on a dragon who almost looks like is ready to blow smoke, or is blowing smoke, blow fire rather. And she has her wand at the ready. And her face just looks like it hasn't quite caught up with where she's going. Like the dragon itself. Like the energy that I'm getting from the dragon and the energy that I'm getting from her clothes and her shoes. And she has this bouquet of flowers in her arm. Like she's posing for a picture that she really doesn't want to be posing for. That's how I see it. It's kind of like someone or something or the institution or maybe societal expectations or familial expectations have put her in this dress and shoes, or have adored her in this dress and shoes, and wanting her to sit in this way on this dragon like this, with her wand in the air and her crown on. And she's just kind of like, I'm here because I kind of have to be. I'm not really here because I want to be. And so this is the overall energy. And so with the overall energy being like this, I almost feel like, are you guys going through something where you feel like you have to go through the motions? Because fill in the blank. Because your mom or dad tells you that's what you have to do in order to be a quote-unquote good person, or because your friend group tells you, we wear pink on Wednesdays, so you're either in or you're out. And it's kind of funny because I'm actually wearing pink. That's not the point. The point is there some type of influence, external influence in your life that is making you dress a certain way, making you do certain things, making you be next to certain people, but you're just not really feeling it, You're just like, this isn't who I am. I don't want to be wearing this dress. I don't want to be wearing these shoes. I don't want to be on this dragon, I like dragons, but I just don't want to really, this isn't my favorite dragon, Maybe I want to be with an earth dragon, not a fire dragon. I don't know anything about dragons or dragon lore, so you can go ahead and comment down below if you have more information. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, maybe you're not happy where you are and you're fitting in because you feel like that's the right thing to do in order to survive, in order to be accepted. And I'm getting the message from Spirit that that is just farce. Like, if you don't embrace who you are, you're going to miss out on the things you were meant to do and the people you were meant to be around and the experiences only you were meant to have. So take that as it resonates. Okay? So that's the overall energy for me right now, is feeling like, oh, and I just realized something. There's a hummingbird. Do you see this hummingbird? Hope, joy. Like, oh my God, shoot, whoa. So we just talked about how she's like not happy. Her happiness is here. Their happiness is here. It's this small right now in their life. Imagine if it was this big. Imagine if it filled the whole card, not just the teeny tiny section of the card. You know, the same with the cat. The cat's trying to play. It's like your inner child wants to play, wants to do the things they want to do, not the things other people tell them they should do. That's the message. That's definitely the overall message, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And then what we have here is strength in your conscious and 6 of Swords in your unconscious. So with this strength card here, you know what I'm getting from this? It's actually very different than the previous time I pulled this card. The energy is very different. The energy that I'm getting from this right now is like, oh, just suck it up. Like, just, like, we can do this a little bit longer, can't we? We can do this a little bit longer. I know it's not like our favorite thing to do, but like, we kind of have to, because I already told this person I would do it, and I already said, like, this is how I would use my time, you know? Yeah, and I'm drawn to her corset, kind of like, you know, corsets are suffocating. I mean, honestly, I think borderline abusive. Just restraining. Corsets are technically restraining. Restraining, and I get restraining you, it's restraining you, whatever this is, it's restraining you from being who you are and finding joy and embracing the joy you were meant to be in alignment with. So I get this, I don't know, this card right here, it just feels like a slog, like, just a little bit longer, it's not going to be that bad, you know. I said I would go to this party, or I said I would go to this function, or I would host this function, or I would meet with this person, you know, who depletes my energy completely, but it's a part of the expectation. It's a part of what I said, what I signed up for. You know, I'm getting that a lot here. And in your subconscious, I'm getting, all you want to do is not be in the situation. You just want to get out. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be in that dress. You don't want to be like at that party, or you don't want to be with that person because they deplete you. And in your unconscious mind, you know, when you go to sleep and you have dreams, those dreams tell you something. It's what's in your unconscious mind. It's the closest thing to the truth that you have besides your intuition. And your unconscious mind is saying, I want to go on an adventure, or I want to do the work or the creative jobs or meet the people that really resonate with me and who I am, not who my family thinks I should be with, or these friends that, feel like I need to be friends with them, otherwise it's social suicide or whatever. Like this is saying you want something different. And I'm drawn to these leaves today. I'm drawn to the wind and I'm drawn to the leaves. So maybe there's a change happening. Maybe there's something changing. Maybe what is in your subconscious is finally coming into your conscious. And maybe that's why you found this reading today. So I feel the energy very strongly. Definitely. I don't think I need clarification on the issue here. So let's see what the advice is. Whoa. The advice is the 10 of Swords. Holy crap. That's crazy. Excuse me, that's not crazy. It's a bit on the nose. It's a bit on the nose. So we have this witch with 10 swords in their back. They're reaching, and I love that they're reaching for this broom. It's like someone has this person perhaps that's running away, or who knows, maybe it's their friend and they're gonna go get help. I don't know, maybe the swords flew from the sky and there was some sort of battle happening in the air. I like to think this is a good person. Anyway, there's 10 swords in this witch's back, and they haven't given up. They're still, their eyes are open, they're conscious, they're moving towards their future. They're moving towards that broom, which is funny because in your unconscious, you're on a broom. Movement. They want movement. They want to go towards what they were meant to go towards. It's almost like the last straw has been reached. I'm getting the final countdown. Oh my god. Perhaps, is this a crow? Let's see. It is a crow or a raven, so that could be a big symbol for you, or a black cat. And there's a sun in the background here. A beautiful sunset. There's a bright future. There's a bright future. You just got to get on this broom. Got to stop saying yes to the things that don't serve you. Got to get on your broom, ride off into the sunset with the people you actually want to be with, and do the things you actually want to do. Something's telling me to tell you to write down what it is you actually want to do, because I don't know why I'm getting the feeling, I'm hearing like, they say they don't know what they actually want. They say like it's too hard to find the answer. I encourage you to just sit down, light a candle, stare at a flame for like, I don't know, count to 100 staring at a flame. Have a notebook nearby and write down the first thing that comes out without altering it in any way. Tell me if you feel safe to do so. Write it in the comments. I'd love to know. That's how you get to your subconscious mind, is the stillness. Okay? I know you can do it. You're already on your way. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I love you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.